Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we are discussing about Scrum methodology. An agile approach, it is an agile approach to software development. We will break down the phases of Scrum and provide you with real world examples to make it crystal clear. By the end of this video, you will have a solid understanding of Scrum and its practical application. So now this is the diagram of a Scrum framework. Before we get into the phases, let's understand what Scrum is. Scrum is an agile framework for managing products or projects. It's all about collaboration, adaptability, and delivering value to users in shorter cycles. Now, let's explore the key phases of Scrum with real world examples. The first one is sprint planning. Sprint planning is like getting ready for a road trip. You decided where you want to go and what you will need. In the software world, it is the meeting where the team plans and what they will work on during the sprint. Let's say, for example, imagine you are building a mobile app. In sprint planning, you will decide on the features and tasks to work on in the upcoming sprint, just like planning the route and stops on your road trip. The next one is daily stand up. The daily stand up is your daily check in. It's like a team huddle to discuss progress, just like a sports team discussing their game plan. For example, if you are fixing bugs in a project, the daily stand up is where you would talk about which bugs you have, what, what is blocking you, and what you plan to do next. Similar to a daily sports team meeting to stay on the top of the game. The next one is sprint review. Sprint review is like a movie premiere. It is the moment you show off what you have accomplished in the sprint to stakeholders, like unveiling a blockbuster movie to an excited audience. Let's say, for example, if you are working on a website redesign, the sprint review is where you would present the new features, design changes, and improvements to your client, just like a movie director showcasing a finished film to the public. The next one is sprint retrospective. The sprint retrospective is like a self improvement session. It is where you reflect on what went well and what could be better, similar to setting personal goals to become a better version of yourself. The next one is sprint retrospective for a let's explain with an example. If you are running a market campaign, the sprint retrospective is where you would discuss what strategies worked and what did not, and how to improve for the next sprint, just like reflecting on your personal progress. So now let's discussing about sprint Scrum artifacts. So in Scrum, there are key artifacts that help keep everything organized. The first one is product backlog. Think of the product backlog as your to-do list. It is a list of all the tasks, futures, and ideas you want to work on in the future. So if you are developing a project management tool, the product backlog is where you would list all the features and improvements you want to add in the future, just like your to-do list for tasks at home. The next one is sprint backlog. The sprint backlog is like packing your bags for the road trip. It is a selection of tasks from the product backlog that you have committed to completing during the sprint. If you are managing a content calendar, the sprint backlog is where you would select the specific articles or content pieces to produce during the sprint, just like choosing what to pack for your road trip. The next one is increment. The increment is your progress report. It is the sum of all the completed product backlog items, like the final result of your hard work. So in software development, the increment is the software version you release at the end of a sprint. It includes all the new features and improvements you have made, similar to the final polished product at the end of your project. So this is all about Scrum methodology. So And there you have it, Scrum methodology broken down into its phases and artifacts with real world examples. Scrum helps team work collaboratively, adapt to changes, and deliver value in the shorter cycles. It's all about making your project management more agile and efficient. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you in the next video.